2 weeks after issuing the ultimatum, the Council of Governors chair made good the threat, writing to his 46 colleagues to start the process of withdrawing services to the public. In a letter, he advises that the 47 governments to issue notices to the effect that all county hospitals will not permit any new inpatient admissions and that they will only provide minimal outpatient services. Oparanya advises that all non-essential services be suspended and that county employees should proceed on leave for 2 weeks.
But we shall allow outpatient services, and where the counties feel that someone is critical, then he will be referred to private hospitals until this issue is resolved.
Immediately, Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua effected the instructions. A letter signed by his county secretary Grace Munguti indicates that all non-essential services will be suspended and staff asked to take leave. There are 8 crucial services that will remain. They include revenue collection, health and emergency services, water and irrigation services, sanitation and solid waste management. The county inspectorate will remain at work, so will street lighting services and the county treasury.
I've told my people of Machakos, stay at home. Why? Because I will not be able to pay salaries. I will not be able to give services. So it is better watu wakae nyumbani, mwisho wa mwezi ukifika nikataa kuwalipa, wataelewa.
Hours to the announcement, National Treasury CS Ukuru Yatani was on a last attempt to prevent the county's shutdown. He had called a meeting of governors with representatives from both houses of parliament, control of budget and the Attorney General's office. But there was no representation from the National Assembly, forcing postponement.
So we proceeded with the meeting, but without the presence of the National Assembly and the Senate, it was difficult to resolve this particular issue, because that's where the problem is. So the fact that they never attended the meeting, the CS Treasury suggested that we try to convene another meeting within 2 days.
A few minutes before the meeting, Yatani had been addressing the Finance Committee, saying his hands are tied in releasing 50% of the county funds.
And our bosses are here, the National Assembly and the Senate. Give us direction so that we give this money to our people to continue giving services. You can imagine now the members of parliament or myself going without salary for the last 2 months.
According to Public Finance Management Act, Regulation 134, in an instance that the contentious County Allocation of Revenue Act has not been enacted, the control of budget is mandated to release up to 50% of county funds using previous year's act. This is the current situation. The control of budget has argued that the National Treasury has not released funds for her to approve withdrawals. On his part, Yatani cites advisory from the Attorney General that the regulation is not constitutional.
Citing the regulation as unconstitutional, this power, as we know, is solely vested in the High Court.
It is now 3 months. We can no longer pretend that the center is holding. Things have fallen apart and the center cannot hold. The Wananchi should know it from us that the responsibility lies squarely in the hands of the Senate.
The governors blame the Senate blames the Cabinet Secretary, and the CS says his hands are tied, waiting on Parliament to resolve the matter. But starting this Thursday, service seekers will have no one to serve them in the counties. Dreams of a nation lost in the bureaucracy and politics. Sam Kituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.